Of light and shadow. Very interesting thing, running from a historical standpoint within India, but from a geographical standpoint, but also then tying in magic and concepts within that. Really, you've got two different families or groups that are in there. What one is the bad guys who think that they're good, and then you've got the good guys who people think are bad. Okay, and so then you've got, of course, the age-old Romeo and Juliet concept within that of guy and girl from each family find each other and not completely Romeo and Juliet and things. Because it's not like they fall in love right away. There's actually a lot of conflict between them. But again, you've got the two individuals from opposing households from that. And it's not just that they're opposing households, but they're in drastically different socioeconomic status, political power, and all that. There's a great divide between them for that. And then you have both of those individuals trying to figure out their family kind of heritage, family business, traditions, things like that of, do I want to continue with that? And if I don't, how do I bring about change without abandoning my family or completely destroying them or anything like that? But change needs to happen. And I think that's the most interesting piece of this story is not the magic and the characters that are in there, not the love story that's in there. I think that the real heart and the meat of this story is, how do you make change? And I think that's something that maybe many of our students might struggle with when you look at generational poverty or first-gen college students, things like that. Of some of them don't see a need to make a change, but others do see that need for change, and they're not sure how to make the change without feeling like they're abandoning their families. And this is an interesting story that tells that idea of, how do you work with those around you to develop change, to develop growth within that, to create a new and better future. So that concept I really enjoyed. The book itself, moderate within that, but it was an interesting book overall. But I like the storyline concept. Not sure I'm completely a fan of the storyline itself.